Hi, Charles Moman here. Well, here's another little update, and we decided to put everything in. Susie needed to do some measuring for the other bed, and we wanted to see about our aisles and how things are going to work, so we'll be showing you all that right now. And thanks for watching. Well, Susie, what do you think?
I'm just thinking about how much more room there is than our very first camper. It was like only this much room.
4x8. We loved it. It was a great camper. Now we have a 6x8, and we're still going to keep it. But this is going to get used a lot, that's for sure. So, we brought in what we have, and just, I'm going to have Susie measure some things. Let me just say a couple things real quickly, and then I'm going to ask Susie questions. She'll explain things. So what we did is we bought 2 cabinets from Home Depot. And this is the wider one. It's 34 inches. This is 24. Originally, we talked about cutting them back to give more room. But then we went, you know what?
It's a lot of storage.
A lot of storage.
And more space, workspace.
So this is the...
they're not IKEA.
Right. And it turns out they're really... If you buy some of that other stuff, they're really heavy. These are not that heavy at all. And so we are going to be painting them. See, the bed will be coming up to here. I think are we going to paint this or put maybe some birch there?
Yeah.
Or some kind of wood. So we're going to finish these off on the ends and on the back on this one. So this is the cooking area. So imagine we've got some cabinets without fronts. And so there's a convection microwave here. And there'll be an outlet here. And we haven't decided on the countertop yet. And so this one does have a drawer. And can you open it, Susie? Because already had people ask.
Well, people were asking about the doors, and yes, they do open all the way.
Right.
The drawer opens as far as it will.
Yeah.
All the way. This door, however, only opens about 70%, but it's plenty of room to get in.
Right. I mean, if we wanted to be industrious, we could cut it and make 2, but are we going to do that?
No.
Nope, we're not going to do that. So this is the cooking area, and I think we're going to have, so it's not in the way of whoever is in this bed leaning back, but I think I'd like to have a countertop that lifts up. So this is the cooking area, and like a coffee pot maybe sitting up here, important for me. And so this will work great. Over here is the sink, and it's going to be, we haven't decided yet, probably a 15 or 17 by 17. And I'll talk more about the water, but I got a new partner, Julka, and I'll explain how we're going to be using this, but it's going to be a really simple system for washing dishes and for taking a shower, right where she's sitting, actually. And so this will be mounted in here. And there will be jerry cans under here. There will be no drawer here because there'll be a sink. So we'll take the front off the drawer and put that in there. And you might think, well, that's not enough room. Well, we walk in, and I'll show this more later, because Susie wants to get busy staining the shiplap. Beautiful day to do that. So here's our refrigerator. It can slide out. We walk in. We're here. So what's the width right here, my dear?
I believe it's 15. Oh, 15 and a half.
Ooh, luxurious. And I know some of you, some people will say, well, you're crowding yourself. We're not dancing in here. And I'm going to walk up and down the aisle here. And the aisle is, what's the aisle?
You mean what are the dimensions?
The dimensions, basically.
About 15.
About 15 inches. Yep, about the same as this.
The only thing we're going to be doing standing is walking in here to sit down.
Yeah.
Or standing here doing stuff.
Right.
There's no reason to have a big aisle when you need storage.
Right. So if we're down here, we're going to walk and we sit down. And we're going to use a typical lagoon mount table. And so I've got 2 mounts, and one's going to be here, maybe one over there, so it can swing anywhere. I think one table will be enough. And so that's all we need. Now explain the difference about the bed widths. This blue tape shows you where the second bed will be.
I made this bed really wide because I was thinking, oh, we need more storage. But there's a outcropping, so to speak, whatever you want to call it, over here. and we can't get it straight up against the wall. So it's wider than I thought. So this bed is going to be a little smaller, and then we're going to have a board going in between. And we got this lip here that the board will sit on.
Right. And the reason this one's wider also is because what's underneath you.
Yes.
The shower pan,
which we've showed them 100 times.
100 times. It's 24 by 24, but then you've got to have room. So, Susie, we're going to figure out some way. If you look up the Big Logan channel, he made a waterproof using Flex Seal, as seen on TV, and it's going to work great. So, how are we going to do our gray water jerry cans? A simple drain hole down there when we take a shower. Shower curtain's going to drop down from here, and Explorer Outfitters is, I'm going to get that pretty soon. There'll be magnets up here, it'll drop down, and we'll have a shower head that connects to this system that I'll talk about more. And just a nice simple rinse off, not a big luxurious hot shower.
In the drain hole, we will have a container to get that water if we're in a place. Obviously, we're not going to drain it in a park or something.
Right. Right, but it's just gray water. But we'll have a jerry can set under there. So my plan at this moment is not to put a gray tank under there. So right here, where the fan is, I can stand. Where this beam is, it's going to be a little. So I'm 5'10", so the shiplap's going to be here. So I cannot stand perfectly straight. Where the fan is, I will be able to. But again, that's actually going to be good because it's right here where we're cooking smells and all that. So all the puck lights and the switches, you can see where they're going to be. I think it's going to be pretty cool.
Yep.
It really is. So we're excited to kind of wind this up. Was there something else I wanted to tell them about while you're here? And your refrigerator, and this is the only place, it's a little squeezy right here, but it's going to be fine. And as I'll mention later, off outlets and stuff over here. Refrigerator can come out, but you can actually get to it right here and lift up both lids, the freezer and the refrigerator. And I think we're good. So Susie's doing a great job. I just think it's a good plan.
Yeah.
All right.
Wrap it up.
Wrap it up. I guess that's all we're going to say right now. Here's where the smaller bed that's going to be, that Susie's talking about, and that power cord there's going to be an outlet right about there on the face of the bed. Might be a need for that. And again, you see I've got it wired for the outlets. We'll be framing around the windows here. And we're going to be using equipment from Julka, and we're partnering with them. And they're mainly known for their instant hot water heater. And right now we're not interested in doing that. We may down the road, but right now what we're doing is we're going to use their off-grid kit. And that has a 12-volt pump, and I'll pop up some pictures. We'll drop into a jerry can underneath here. And this faucet will be connected. There's some of the hose. And it will, it's got its own pump, so it's going to pump the water up. And then this sink that'll be in here, like a 17 by 17 sink, will drain into the jerry can. And then, as you know, we're doing the shower here, and we'll just pop off. It's got quick connects. We pop off the hose from the kitchen faucet, and then we have it then we put on the shower head, and then we'll put the shower curtain from Explorer Outfitter, which is actually, we're going to be getting that pretty soon. There'll be magnets up there holding it. It'll drop down into this waterproof box, and it will drain out a hole underneath to a jerry can. Nice and simple. As you come in, again, we're going to fix up these so it's not this board. It'll be nice wood, weather protected. Probably put an AC outlet right there, and then up here will be one of those panels I just showed you that's got a 12-volt USB, and then there'll also be a switch that will turn on the puck lights right up here. There'll be 4, and then the puck lights in the back, there'll be 6 back there in this living sleeping area. There'll be a switch with a dimmer in the very back there, the back right. And then of course we've got our refrigerator here. And it would be nice if the power cord's plugged in on the back side, but it's okay. I'll route them right there around the back, and we can run it off AC, or it'll be mainly running off the 12-volt. And then we will be building a support underneath there, and then I've already got the metal trim, just haven't put it on yet on all the edges. And we've shown you the floor, the vinyl, that's turned out really nice. And so we are really pleased how it's coming along, and before long we'll have the shiplap in, and it's going to look like the real deal. It's plenty of room for us. We're really excited. I guess that's all we're going to say right now. Thanks for watching.